Hi. What are we doing?
Priming the DEF pump on this truck. We just got it changed out, and
Awesome.
the code was
3363 had to do with the DEF heater sensor.
DEF heater sensor, yeah. Which
So-
it was sensing it was high, so
Sensing it was high, so it's pretty decently indicative of a bad sending unit, right? Because it includes all those sensors with it.
yeah.
Cool. Well, it looks like we're
And then
moving
now
forward.
we're moving forward. It should
DEF pump priming routine is complete, is what it
be
says.
completed. Okay.
And can you walk us through checking to see if there's any other codes real quick?
Yeah, let me back this out. We'll back out here, and then we'll go up here to faults and just
Nice.
see if there's, in which there is no codes.
Nice.
At this moment, there's also one other test that I noticed that we probably could try, just to
Okay.
double check, since it's all the DEF control, coolant valve control.
Okay, cool.
So we'll see what it takes to do that. DEF coolant valve has been set to close. Press start to begin,
Nice.
and we'll make sure that side of it's working. Coolant temperature, and see is 100 degrees.
I wonder if it needs to be running to be able to tell what your
Valve
if your temperatures
on.
change.
Maybe.
Probably.
Coolant valve has been set to open for 30 seconds.
I would bet that one. You might have to run it again after you've started.
Might have to run it
guessing.
again. I want to let me see what it will do here.
Okay.
Set
Cool.
close. Just start to begin.
Start it up and see if it'll do it. Oh no, I guess it
No,
wanted to be
it
zero,
wanted to
didn't
be
it?
off anyway.
Cool.
So,
Well, no
turn
issues
that off, turn the
noticed
key
with
back
it.
on. No. Coolant temperature looks like everything's
DEF temp.
working. So, all right.
Sweet. Nice.
Well, with that,
And-
everything's working pretty good. So.
Nice. Thank you, Cody. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And I'm coming down. So the cinder unit is this little bad boy right on top of the DEF tank. Kind of an expensive little guy, but we were actually able to change it out without even pulling the tank out of the way. Had one technician in there holding the ends of the coolant lines so that we didn't have any leaking off of it, and pulled the other technician pulled it out, put it back in, and we got her back together without having to do any extra steps. There is enough room on this Freightliner Cascadia to get that accomplished. So, and there we go. All right. What you up to, Mr. Cody? What do we got going on here?
Well, replacing, well, this used to have a check valve on the brake cylinder, but
Pedal valve there.
pedal valve, they didn't have the original check valve, so we're hoping maybe the truck don't need the check valve on this one.
And we just replace that T.
And we just replaced the T. I'm having trouble gripping it.
Well, it's only because it's like 10 degrees and
10 degrees. The hoses aren't very long, so I'm trying to grip it with cold fingers.
yeah,
I mean, you can see it in my breath.
yeah. I can see your breath even in the camera view.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. So generally speaking, we don't really run into a whole lot of trouble with the repairs themselves doing emergency roadside most of the time.
Not usually.
It's really a matter of who has parts and what we can do to accomplish it. Sometimes you have to rig things up, and if this doesn't work with just a plain T, then we've got a rig right here that we may have to use to get the check valve in place, just because these are the available parts. Hopefully not. So, and then, so this truck, it's a box truck. It was shut down DOT because of air leaks, and the air leaks were coming from the pedal valve fittings that I just showed you, and also one of these fittings right here at the air tank. So this little red elbow here, just a regular DOT air hose, air line, but it was leaking. DOT officer wasn't happy about that, some more DOT violations. This is things the DOT looks for to make sure that the truck is safe to go down the road. Very simple repair. We just got to tighten up that U-bolt because that is what one of the many U-bolts that hold this box to the frame of this box truck. So easy, simple, easy to get to. It's got to be taken care of. So these are things that you need to look for whenever you're doing your pre-trip. Make sure you're looking for that. Make sure you're looking at your airlines. We had to replace this guy earlier tonight, and be looking at your U-joints, your ball joints, all things that you would typically think you're never going to have a problem with. As soon as you forget to look these things over on your pre-trip, you're going to end up having issues. So be sure you're doing all the safety checks. So those are the things that got it shut down. We're at the port of entry in Loma, Colorado, and this is where they go into Utah. So that's that. Cody, it looks like you've gone further than last time we seen you.
Yeah, got it all the ports switched around.
Okay, I'm sneaking in beside you here.
All right, got all the ports switched around. Got the brake air line fitting on.
Nice.
The antifreeze lines on. The little oil fitting right here is on.
Yep.
And then now just with a little help of Trevor, or for you,
Cameraman.
Took two of us to kind of get it in and lined up and get the gear in. So
It weighs quite a bit, so we had to have somebody on top of the valve cover supporting the back of it so that we could get it lined up and stabbed. Hey guys, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that compressor. The gear on it, it's on there really tight. So it's got a cone shape to it, and I wish I would have gotten video of it earlier, but I failed to remember to take video whenever we were pulling the pulley off of the pump. We had to use a large 2-jaw puller. It was about a 6-inch puller to be able to get that thing off because it was on there pretty tight. So we pulled it off, and we had to use what we had available was a pair of not vice grips, channel locks, and rag, and brute strength, and an impact gun to break loose the nut off of the new one and off of the old one actually, so that we could get those swapped over. It took quite a bit of force. The problem with the Volvo compressor is that it does not have a keyway on the gear, so you have to make sure that it's on there basically as tight as your 3/4 impact will go. And we could have used a pipe wrench on the end of the shaft. I don't like doing that at all, but otherwise there's not really a good way to get a good grip on that, unless one of the viewers has a better suggestion for me. But pipe wrench, or we used channel locks and a rag so that we wouldn't damage the shaft. It is a hardened shaft, but we didn't want the pump to spin too much. Whenever it was dry, it didn't have any oil feed to it, so we did the best we could with it. I do like to use a little bit of oil on the threads of that so that it multiplies the clamping force of the nut to the gear whenever we put that back on. So just a couple little tips I wanted to give you since I failed to video it. So there's that, and here in just a little bit we will continue through the video, and we'll see this truck start up, and it'll start pumping air.
Yeah,
so,
because the fitting for that, this is the hose right here that you have to remove, and it goes in like this, and the way that's designed, it hits up against this and prevents it from sliding out.
Okay, all right, cool.
But other than that, now it's slowly putting it back together.
Okie dokie. Well, that's great. Thank you. We're gonna might just see what you got. Some of those bolts in the back are really difficult to get to, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
That one in the back is the hardest one to get to, ain't it?
Yes, it is. It's the very hardest one to get to.
And you've got what, a 6-inch and a 2-inch and a swivel and a
swivel, and then I've got
another long.
I've got a 10-inch.
A 10-inch, and just to be able to get
this is the DeWalt impact.
Just impact driver, a little quarter-inch impact driver. But at least it'll get it in to where you can.
It works pretty good.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Cody.
What's up?
Looks like we've lost our daylight.
Yeah, we did a little bit.
We did a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah, but good news. We're almost together.
Good.
Had one of the coolant hoses, one of the clamps broke on me as I was trying to put it back together.
Oh.
So I figure I'd go ahead and just replace them both. Start with fresh clamps.
Yep.
That way they don't have any problems going down the road.
I agree with you. You get clamps that are like that, you may as well replace them. You don't want them to break.
No.
Certainly don't want this truck to break down on the road after we're done with it.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Let me get this tightened down. I'll move here in just a second.
Yeah. It looks like you're coming right along.
Yeah, working at it. Getting right at her.
Yep. Awesome, man. Oh, there we go. So, we're on, and it looks like we got air. Everything's working good, yeah? All right. Perfect. Happy driver.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.